SMT Nation, we back. Nation, I want to discuss something here from this article. I'll be sure to link it for you. It'll be in the description. But it has to do with home internet, home broadband data usage. For the most part, you got a couple of options, right? It's usually going to be some kind of wireline, fiber, cable, coaxial DSL, right? Or it's fixed wireless now, right? With cellular home internet options from T-Mobile and Verizon, as well as some other regional players. So there's different ways to offer home internet. There are differing opinions and takes on which one is better or which one is sustainable and all those things. But what I want to talk about here in today's video is T-Mobile and Verizon versus wireline, and should we have concerns, all right? The data is in. We know the usage now. How much data do T-Mobile home internet, Verizon 5G home internet customers use? And let's compare that to the wireline and see who's in trouble maybe with respect to network usage. Article will be linked in the description for you guys. Do check out the entirety of it, and I'll give you guys kind of, I guess, my position on where things are and an overview of this topic. All right, so link for the article in the description, and also ways to support us are there if you guys want to show your appreciation to the work put into this channel. Appreciate that in advance. All right, so typical average mean usage for the home broadband customer across the board, 566 gigs monthly per month. First of all, I want to ask you guys, what's your usage like? What's usage like at your home? How many gigs of data do you use? And tell me, who do you have? Who's your provider? All right, we'll start there. So the average 566 gigs, are you more or less? All right, we'll find out. Comcast says their Xfinity, home internet customers use about 700 gigs monthly. So let's look into that, right? The wireline cable customer uses more than the average. And then the T-Mobile home internet customer uses 450 gigs monthly. So that puts them, below the average by about 100 plus gigs per month. Verizon 5G home internet customers use 300 gigs per month. All right, so that is just slightly over half of the amount of the average user. Both T-Mobile 5G home internet and Verizon 5G home internet customers use substantially less than Comcast customers and substantially less than most wireline customers. All right, now, again, I'm kind of polling you guys. I want to see what you think about this and kind of get some information from you as to what the situation is. But the crux of this video is, are there concerns? Wireline operators have been around for a long time. Those customers are used to using a lot of data, and they've become accustomed to having a lot of capacity at their fingertips. 300 megabits per second speed, 500 meg. Now we're getting wireline operators, whether it's fiber or cable, they're getting gigabit speed, right? And I think a lot of people have moved to those high capacity tiers, because they equate speed to quality. So they've moved and their usage has gone with it. And work from home and school from home and all these different situations and creators and, video streaming, right? That's the big use case for home internet. That's all part of this equation. But the fixed wireless access customer, are they going to stay like this? Is the Verizon 5G home internet customer going to stay at 300 gig? Or is it going to go up 25, 30, 40, 50% annually? What about the T-Mobile home internet customer who already uses 50% more data than the Verizon home internet customer? Remember, that service has been around longer, out of beta, right? And historically, the T-Mobile customer has had unlimited data on their mobile service for longer, and that's always been T-Mobile's thing. So some of that is there, I think, as well. But Comcast customers use a lot of data. The average home broadband customer uses more than the average fixed wireless customer. Do we have concerns about the Verizon home internet with respect to the available capacity on the mobile network? Do we have concerns about T-Mobile as these numbers are likely going to increase? So again, my concern is if the trend continues, the longer a service is offered, the increased amount of usage on a per customer basis. And don't forget, these are companies that are the fastest growing companies when it comes to share of gross adds. Both Verizon and T-Mobile are the growers in home broadband. They're taking 80+% of the gross ads. They're taking from cable. Cable doesn't grow anymore. And it's because of Verizon and T-Mobile. It's an interesting thing, right? Tell me what you guys think of all this. Love to hear what you guys have to say on this. Tell me about your usage. Tell me about your experiences. Tell me what you think is happening here with T-Mobile and Verizon. And if you have concerns moving forward, I think it's worth discussing. Comment down below. You all, the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.